We're here with our third and second place finishers in the NASCAR Camping World Series East Sunoco 150. We'll start with our third place finisher. It's your birthday today. Corey LaJoie, second generation driver. Corey, talk about your run today. Third generation driver.
It was a good run there all day. All weekend we had a good car, and I just first like to thank Ted Marsh for giving me that ride last week. It might not have been the best, but I got certified for this week to get us back in our own car and have this good run we had today. Sucks it wasn't about a 250 lapper. I think we might would have had him. But everybody, Warrior Spec, Joy Seating, Mom and Dad, Jerry Babb, everybody worked hard today, and I'm happy for it.
And our second place finisher, 20-year-old Ryan Gifford. Ryan, talk about your run today.
Didn't get a good qualifying run today, but qualifying we're way off. But practice, we were really confident with our car, and I knew we had a good car all weekend. So especially in the long run, so the Shell Pennzoil Chevrolet was good.
And we'll open the questions to the media. We have Lee Spencer.
For LaJoie, where's the junkyard dog? I don't see your dad anywhere, and
he's up. He's running up and down. Hell, old Grandpa's around too.
and Ryan, can you just talk? What about a dream come true this is to have an opportunity to race with a team as storied as Richard Childress Racing?
I'm almost speechless being here. I mean, 3 years ago, I never would have saw myself in this position, doing what I'm doing. I was just at home dirt track racing, and now I'm here running at Dover. So this really is a dream come true for me, and I can't thank Mike Dillon enough, and Richard Childress, and everybody at Shell and Pennzoil, and just everybody that goes together to make this deal work. It's awesome. My crew chief Wayne Orm gives me awesome race cars every weekend.
Brian Keith, frontstretch.com. Ryan, you had a great battle with the 19 car for the lead about the midway point of the race. Was that as intense as it looked watching from the roof?
The 19 or the 44?
As the side-by-side one that y'all had going. I think it was around lap 87, 88, somewhere in there.
I got you. Yeah, that was a little hairy for me, being on the bottom there. If you mess up, you're going to take out two cars. So I was really trying to stay on my toes and just not wreck both of us.
It was pretty cool to watch, though.
Yeah, it was from the stands, too.
Yeah, it was from behind them.
Bob Pockris, NASCAR scene. Ryan, can you just talk about your year? I mean, you've done a mix of dirt track and asphalt late model and these races as well. What's it been like?
To me, I think it's been a really good year. We still haven't got that win we've been looking for, but we've had 2 seconds here in the East Series, and we've been running second, several times in the late model car, and running dirt. We've had some good finishes and some really good runs, and it just hadn't worked out the way we wanted it to. But this year, I think, has been really good for us, and I can't wait to see what next year brings.
Before we get to more questions, we're joined by our race winner, Brett Moffitt, 17 years old. Brett, can you talk about winning the Sunoco 150 at Dover International Speedway?
Well, this is definitely my best win so far in my career. Just got to thank all the guys at ASM. They did an awesome job this weekend and all throughout the year. So coming here for my first time and winning just feels amazing.
Dustin Long, Landmark Newspapers. For all three of you, this is a season finale race, so obviously a lot of time left in the year. Where do you go from here? What kind of more racing will you do later this season, or is there much more to do at this point?
Well, this is definitely a way I'd hate going out of here thinking, what could I have done, or if I would have screwed up or something and wrecked the car. So it's definitely good coming out of here on top, and it gives you that momentum to get through the off season, and we have to go out there and look for some sponsors. So that'll help me give an incentive and hopefully help some come aboard our team.
I see myself being here next year. Hopefully, this is a real good series, and I learn a ton of stuff every race. And just it's all about money, trying to find some money for next year. Maybe pick and choose, do the big races like Dover and New Hampshire, and just try to get as much seat time as I can.
For me, the rest of this year, I'm looking to go back dirt racing. That's the fun for us. We get to go out and slide around on the dirt and race them cars around, and it's quite a bit of fun, more relaxed, and that's our fun to go out and do that. On the weekends, we're not doing this, so definitely looking forward to doing that the rest of this year.
Lee Spencer, Ryan, you went to find Clint Boyer earlier in the day. Did he give you good advice, and were you trying to save fuel at the end? Did you kind of back off the gas a little bit?
Right there with about 5 to go, when I realized we weren't going to catch any more lap cars, I really tried to back off and start saving. But Clint told me to just stay on the bottom and run that bottom the whole race, and he said the guy that can stay on the bottom is going to be the one that comes up through there and is going to have a chance to win the race. So that's basically what I tried to do.
And just to wrap up, if we could, each one of you, Ryan, 20, Corey, you just had your birthday, and Brett, 17-year-old champion with Ryan Truex. Can you just talk about the talent that in the series in this race today and moving forward, and also about some of the guys? Obviously, you're with RCR. Corey, you have your dad, and Brett, you have Andy Santerre. Talk about learning from some of the guys. Start with Ryan.
I think that there's going to be plenty of talent still coming. Obviously, Brett, he's awesome to be his age. He's doing a heck of a job, and Corey, he's always run good. Now he's run good in the late model stuff, and he won Rockingham this year. So I think that there's a lot of talent out there and really good equipment, and next few years are going to be good.
This is a prime series, and being 16 years old, you're going to have, if you're a 16-year-old talent, you're going to be in the series, or you're going to want to be in the series. Beginning of this year, I didn't see myself being, after wadding up a total in a late model at Rockingham, I did not see myself sitting in the media center at Monster Mile. That's for sure. It's awesome. It's a dream come true, like Ryan said earlier, just to be here racing with all these guys, Brett, Ryan, and Ryan Truex, everybody. I learned from everybody here, and I learned something from everybody. Try to learn a lot every race.
Well, I don't think there's any series out there more competitive for this rank of drivers, such as myself as a 16-year-old or 17-year-old, and you have all these guys, and then you have Ryan Truex and Matt DiBenedetto, who are in Gibbs and Waltrip cars. It's tough to beat those, but being with Andy is probably the other best thing. It's just he has so much experience himself racing in these cars that it's always a help.